trillions of dollars worth of capital is flowing to the crypto space over the next 12 months with RWA. This is real world assets, the ability to go ahead and buy those assets in the real world, tokenize them, and make it 1,000,000 times more liquid. That's what's happening in the crypto space. And HBAR recognizes that. HBAR is doing lots of stuff to go ahead and build on their RWA presence. One of those things being the fresh announcement that we got today, which is stocks. You can now go ahead and buy stocks on HBAR, which I think is very cool. You can actually go ahead and back it 1-for-1, launch on HBAR, and amazing. You can buy stocks on chain. So if you've ever been someone that has wanted to own stocks, well, now you can. Here's the announcement from HBAR themselves. Hedera Foundation today announced a strategic collaboration with Swarm, a RWA protocol, to launch tokenized stocks on the Hedera network. With this launch, equities like Apple, Tesla, and MicroStrategy will be made available on chain, which are backed a 1-for-1 insolvency protected, DeFi compatible, and accessible to both retail and institutional investors, issued under their EU prospectus regulation. That is a big deal. Now, this is one of the things that goes ahead and allows HBAR to grow as an ecosystem. I've been talking about this for some time. This is a big deal. Not just this announcement. This is just one of many announcements that I think are going to be a big deal. But there was something that I highlighted about, a couple of months ago, and it was this right here. It was Hedera adopts Chainlink standard for cross-chain interoperability to accelerate ecosystem adoption. I've talked to many of the builders within HBAR, many of the people actually using the Hedera token service, and what they've told me as a general consensus is that building on the Hedera token service was not very easy. It was kind of complicated because you'd have to build specific contracts for the Hedera token service that you could not use on ERC20. And ERC20 right now, it's the most widely adopted form of building contracts on crypto at the moment because of Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum is just so large. And so when Chainlink went ahead and collaborated with HBAR, they allowed people to go ahead and leverage what is called the Chainlink cross-chain interoperability protocol, which allows you to go ahead and build things that are able to be multi-chain. So we now have multi-chain contracts that function on HBAR. This is going to allow people to go ahead and bring over those projects that much easier. It supports over 46 blockchains, and it's only going to get larger. The foundation joined the Chainlink Scale program last year to provide Hedera developers with enhanced access to Chainlink's high-quality Oracle services. And this led to, data feeds, proof of reserve. This is the kind of stuff that I was talking about that would lead to more RWA adoption. And I mean, they made it clear as day. This was back in April. They said, helping to accelerate DeFi and tokenized RWA adoption. HBAR as a hashgraph, I mean, they have a clear vision. The vision is clear as day. They want to build out their DeFi sector, and they want to build out RWA adoption. And so when we see these announcements consistently coming out about RWA and then building out more RWA things, now we have tokenized stocks on Hedera. We know that they want to continue on this. And this is a massive industry that's only going to get larger. RWA isn't going to be going anywhere. And these RW protocols, I mean, they're going to lead to trillions of dollars worth of capital flowing into the crypto space over the next 12 months. HBAR is going to be one of the biggest beneficiaries because of their standing in the crypto markets at the moment. This is their master plan to make the big boy pumps happen. I mean, that's just what's happening right now. And I've been positioning myself for this kind of adoption on the Hedera network. I've been grabbing up ecosystem assets. If you did not know, I am publicly doing a portfolio to go ahead and show you all, because I think a lot of people are kind of sleeping on the HBAR DeFi sector. I started out, I've invested about $20,000. It's at 23K. It's been about a day. It hasn't been a very long time. But I want to build this portfolio up in public, and I want to be able to show people that, yeah, you can make money in HBAR DeFi. I think this is a sector that a lot of people are sleeping on. HBAR has said continuously that they want to accelerate DeFi and they want to tokenize RWA adoption. That's exactly what's happening here. So with this being said, I'm going to be forever minting a Dead Pixels Ghost Club. This right now is the most hyped collection. They have 95% of the volume on HBAR NFTs. By far, this is the #1 place to have it. They've been on an uptrend for the longest time, and now they're actually finally having a breakout. I mean, this breakout has been incredible. If you've been hedging your costs with these Dead Pixels Ghost Clubs, you've been doing very well. So I'm going to be minting for the next 9-ish days. I'm minting 10 of these, spending about $4,000 worth of capital on NFTs, spending about $20,000 Oh, this is a pretty cool one. Spending about $20,000 on the meme coin space and also picking up utility coins. It represents a small portion of my HBAR bag, but I do want to diversify because I feel like the foundation has said very clearly that DeFi and RWA is going to be a key thing. So what metrics are we looking for here that are going to be a big deal, that are actually going to be moving the needle? Well, what we want to see from the crypto markets here is a bounce back. We want to see volume bounce back. As long as crypto volume is high, because it is right now, we have very high volume. $200 billion is absolutely insane right now. As long as we see a volume trickle back up, then things are going to be perfectly fine. This will bounce back very quickly. In my humble opinion, I think there is some kind of, some major entity is hunting stops. They are hunting leverage traders, people that are taking up way too much risk. And these guys are getting liquidated at the moment with Ethereum. This is leading to every altcoin, every major altcoin having a correction, HBAR being one of them, of course. But remember, this is a metric that I want you guys to track. This is the market cap of HBAR. As long as the market cap is larger than the all-time high of 2021, HBAR is essentially in a breakout mode right now. As we speak, it is in price discovery. It has never been higher in terms of a market cap. From a price perspective, we can argue otherwise, but from a market cap perspective, really it's hitting all-time high after all-time high. As long as this trend continues, we will see more RWA and institutions come to this chain. The last thing that you want to do if you're a Hedera is stop focusing on RWA. If we start focusing all of a sudden on the retail mentality and, pumping all these random things that don't really move the needle, then it's just not going to do what it needs to do for Hedera to, reach 100 billion plus. We want them to continue to leverage their counsel and their institutional presence and the fact that they're breaking out right now to go ahead and get a lot of these projects from these other chains to cross-chain build on Hedera. And that's what's happening here. This is the bigger picture that I don't see content creators talking about. I see content creators talking about this council and all these things. And yeah, it's exciting, but this is the bigger picture that I've been able to connect the dots on. And this is the bigger picture that's actually going to lead to HBAR having that mass adoption angle that's actually going to get the price moving. And so that's why I'm accumulating assets within the ecosystem, but also making sure that I hold more than enough HBAR to be able to catch the price appreciation that I'm predicting on assets like HBAR. The fact is that with a 90% likelihood of an ETF, there is going to be institutional money flowing into HBAR. And this institutional money accompanied with RWA adoption and Chainlink, giving HBAR developers the ability to go ahead and build those CCIP contracts on HBAR. This is going to lead to a hell of a lot more people building on HBAR, which is what we need. We need builders, we need institutions, and this is exactly what is happening on HBAR. And that's what we want to see for a continuation on a breakout. We don't care about specific price points because the price points are absolutely irrelevant. They are irrelevant in terms of HBAR right now. All we care about is more adoption, because more adoption will lead to more transactions, and more transactions will lead to more people using HBAR, and that eventually will lead to institutions buying billions of dollars worth of it. So that's this video. If you enjoyed the content, as always, like and subscribe, stay classy. Thanks for watching, and that's all.